here as you begin your journey here at Central Penn College for the winter 2025 term. On behalf of our president, board of directors, and faculty and staff, we welcome you to Knights Nation. I'm just here to just do a quick welcome, but to also, express gratitude for selecting the college and being a part of Knights Nation. Orientation is sort of one of the pivotal steps, sort of a benchmark for starting this journey. Tonight, you're going to learn a lot about resources, a lot about different types of supports. My function here at the college is the Vice President of Student Services, as Steve Hassinger just said. So I oversee all of our student supports and resources and departments that fall under that. I've been at the college for about 14 years and serving in different capacities. And part of that experience, you kind of see a lot of different things that students go through in terms of the journey of beginning or continuing their education in post-secondary studies. So there's a lot of expectations that can happen. So I like to talk about what can you expect next week, right? One of the things is going to be a lot of new experiences and opportunities. As you begin this new journey, different things in terms of academic experiences, non-academic experiences, things will be new. So expect a lot of new, expect a lot of obstacles and challenges that you may have to navigate. That can be personal, academic, social adjustments, right? It's sort of an adjustment to have to go to classes and study and manage your time. Some of you may have children, so balancing all of those things can be sort of an expectation. And one of the things that I always talk about is you learn a lot about yourself throughout this process. So a lot of self-discovery as you are navigating the first term and subsequently all the terms that come after that in terms of your length of time that you're here at Central Penn. I also like to talk about what are the keys to success. What are the things that I think students who are transitioning in to the college need to know and also need to be aware of as a key to their individual success and academic success. The first thing is to press the reset button. Understand that this is a new journey and embrace this as a new experience. So it doesn't matter, again, if you're transitioning from high school, if you are transferring from another institution, you're coming back to college after so many different years. All of that has been in the past, and now you're starting a new journey, and embrace this experience as that and press the reset button. So it's clean slate. The other thing is to balance your academic, personal, and social life. This is a key that I think is probably the most important. Finding that balance, it takes a little bit of time to get there, and also a lot of support. And that's why you're going to have that resources sort of shared with you today in terms of what's offered here at Central Penn to help you navigate that. But balancing your academics, things that are happening in your personal life, the social life that you may have, and including your family. If you have children, if you're working, a lot of our students work. There's a lot of balancing that needs to happen. And the quicker you find that balance, the more successful you will be. I always say these are the three-headed monster. This is the three-headed monster of the collegiate experience. And if one thing is off balance, usually the others will follow. So it's important that you find a way to balance all of your academic, personal, and social life. The next thing is to get involved. Be an active member of the college community. We have different modalities in which that students can navigate getting involved, through our activities, through community events, different things that students can log into. If you are an online student, you can still engage with the college. There's large-scale events that happen on campus. The more connected you are to the campus community, the more connected you are to those supports and individuals and resources that can help you navigate it. But also building that connection with the college and the experiences in terms of activities and events and engagement will help you subsequently be more academically successful. You also want to take advantage of the opportunities and programs that are offered to you. Academically, your faculty could have extra things that they can give you to help support your studies and help you be more successful. Student support programs. You'll learn a lot about Bridge to Success tonight. You'll learn about different programs that are being offered, regardless of your modality, to help you be successful. We offer a lot here at the college, but certainly you have to take advantage of that and take advantage of those opportunities that may come. Steve talked a lot about career services, in the beginning in terms of his role, and he will talk a little bit more about it in a session. But you're going to learn about the opportunities that, even now as you start your journey, you need to be thinking about where this is going to land, right? How can you position yourself and how can you navigate this to get to that end goal of a career, something that you love, something that you have passion for. It starts now, actually, believe it or not. I'm sure Steve will talk about that later. You're going to get to know who you are as part of your success, right? What works for you academically, right? What are the habits you need to change? What is the community you need to build around you? Who are the people that need to be your supports? Who are the people that probably need to kind of have a little bit of distance because you need to stay focused, right? All those things are going to become critical in terms of finding success. And lastly, have fun, right? That's the collegiate experience is one of the most meaningful experiences. You build a lot of bonds with peers and different things that you get to take advantage of. Don't forget to have fun. It's important that you do that as well. And that's through engagement. That's through even course experiences and classroom experiences. Enjoy the experiences as much as possible. We're here to empower your success. So today in orientation, you're going to learn a lot about the resources that the college provides, the supports and the tools that we want to offer you in terms of navigating not just next week, but going forward from there in terms of your entirety of your collegiate experience from enrollment through graduation. And we also want to advocate for you, which is really, really an important word because advocating doesn't mean enabling. It doesn't mean doing it for you. It just means putting you in a position where you can do it, right? And you have the team around you to be able to do so. So with that, I want to thank you again for becoming a Knight, and we look forward to having you on campus or engaging online, and we welcome you to Central Penn College for the winter 2025 term. Thank you so much.
All right. Thank you, Romeo. All right, next we're going to learn a little bit about general studies. What is general studies? And you're going to get a nice overview from Dr. Brant Ellsworth, who is our Dean of Faculty and the General Studies Program Director. Dr. Ellsworth.
Hey, everybody. Let me just get my PowerPoint turned on. All right. Oh, and my kids are coming in as we start. Hey, everyone. My name is Dr. Brant Ellsworth. As Steve said, I am the Dean of Faculty. And in that role, I have responsibility to work closely with the faculty and with many of the programs that all the programs that you are participating in. And so officially on behalf of the faculty, I want to welcome you all to the college. I can say that we are excited to meet you. We are excited to learn about you, and we are excited to be able to work with you to figure out what you need in order to be successful in your educational and in your professional pursuits. Today, marking unofficially the first day of your new journey. Like this child here at the bottom of these steps, you may also feel somewhat alone at the start of this journey. You might not know anybody at the school yet. You might not know your faculty or many of the staff. As you look ahead, you might only see obstacles. How will you pay for this? How will you find time to complete the studies? What happens if you find yourself struggling? And so even though this may seem like an uphill climb, and even though you might doubt yourself, I just want to let you know that you are here today on December 30th at 6 o'clock tells me that you have found a sense of purpose. I don't know what that purpose is, but I want you in the next few moments to think about what it is you are here for. What is it that's driving you? What is it that's motivating you? There is something that I assume you want to be. There's something that you want to do, something that you are seeking. And you believe that by attending Central Penn College, by completing a program here, that we will help you get one step closer to achieving that dream. But I also believe that there is power in sharing our dreams. And so again, I want to ask, what is that thing for you? What is it that's driving you? Why are you here? Maybe you are thinking about becoming a physical therapist or an occupational therapist or working in some of our other medical professions. Maybe you're thinking about a career as an accountant, something business related. Maybe you have your eye on becoming an entrepreneur and are wondering what skills you need in order to have that courage to take that step to generate those ideas. Maybe you are thinking that you just want to be able to provide for your family. This is mine. I know that they are the reason I do a lot of what I do day to day. Maybe you're just simply looking for a job that pays you what you know that you are worth, something that aligns more with your interests, with your skills, and maybe something that rewards you for your brain and not just for your time. No, whatever it is that is driving you, motivating you, whatever it is that's bringing you here to Central Penn today, if you have a minute, I would encourage you to write it down. I know not everyone has pens and papers anymore. Even if it's just taking a note and adding it as a screenshot on your or a wallpaper on your phone or your computer, write it down. Keep it handy because over the next several terms, you're going to want to come back to that thing. You're going to want to be reminded of what you're doing this for because you are going to feel down. There are going to be times when you feel like giving up. Because, like I said, it's going to be pretty difficult. Life is going to be coming at you pretty quick. And you're going to need to be prepared to meet those challenges. You're going to need to steel yourself, to be firm in your footing, to hold tight to that dream, because I know it can slip away. So if this is your mission statement, if this is what you are trying to accomplish, next I want to talk a little bit about what the college is here for. Nancy. If you know why you are here, so let's talk about what the college's role is and how we want to help you get to where you want to be. At Central Penn, we are very clear about what our mission is. You'll see this statement posted across the campus. Our mission is to provide students from a variety of academic backgrounds the education they need for employment and advancement in their field. That's it. That's our purpose. We want to give you what you need to land that job and what you need to earn that career advancement. And to do that, we do two things. We develop and we certify knowledge and ability. At our core, that is it. It is relatively simple. We develop and certify your knowledge and your skills. We teach you what you need to know for your profession. We introduce you to the terminology and language of your career. We test you to make sure you understand the inner workings of your profession. And we also ensure you have the skills that employers are looking for. Well, what are those skills? If you took a moment and pulled it up on your phone and just typed into Google, hey, what are employers looking for in college graduates? As Steve Hassinger here will tell you, one of the best resources is the National Association for Colleges and Employers. It's an association that every year asks employers, what are the things you're looking for in a new college graduate? And if you pull up that report each year, and I think they just released the 2025 data, it looks a little bit like this. Take a minute, grab your phone, take a picture of this. These are the skills that employers are looking for in you. So in 18 months, 24 months, in 4 years, when you are entering the workforce, these are the things that employers want you to be able to do. You can see on here, problem-solving skills, communication skills, a strong work ethic, having a sense of leadership, computer skills. Interestingly enough, one thing that employers seem not to care as much about, or at least aren't screening potential employees on, is their GPA. I know, because I work with a lot of students, that the thing that they focus most on often is the grade. Professor, I need to get that A. And what I want to scream back is, no, what you need is to develop problem-solving skills. So let me just move forward. How do we, meaning you, the student, we, the faculty, we, the staff, how do we work together to get to the end? We have charted a path for you to follow. It's a path that if you follow, you'll be introduced to topics and skills in an ideal order, an order that allows you to build term after term on the knowledge and skills that you have started to develop. Your education is measured in credits. These are the basic building block of every college and university. Most college credits, most courses that you will complete are worth 3 credits. A few classes are worth 4, and there's even a few that are worth 1 credit. There is no credit lottery. This isn't some random decision that's made. A credit is a standard measurement that reflects the total amount of time required to successfully complete the course's learning objectives. At Central Penn College, we understand that 1 credit hour is worth 37.5 hours of work. So to translate that into a different way, if you are taking a 3 credit course, we think that you should spend about 112.5 hours to complete that course over the 11-week period. So if you break that down into the weekly segments, that's roughly 10 hours of work a week. This includes everything from lectures, attending classes, readings, homework, assignments, papers. Everything that you would do for that class, including studying, should be roughly 112.5 hours. Most full-time students will take about 9 credits per term, maybe 12. And so if you think about it, 4 classes, 3 to 4 classes is roughly 30 to 40 hours of work a week. And to be successful, I want you to think that that's about the amount of time that you need to put into your classes. You should try to reserve some time every day to learn and to study. Now, students in our bachelor degree programs are expected to complete 120 credits in order to graduate. Those are broken down into 4 sections. The first being your major courses, and then there are elective courses and some general education courses. Our associate degree students will complete somewhere between 60 and 72 credits. Now, if we break this down further, you can see that the general education for a bachelor degree seeking student is 42 credits. About 1/3 of a bachelor degree completion path includes the general education materials. It is in these courses that you will be introduced to those very same skills that employers are looking for. We break these down into 3 components: the foundations, which are 27 credits. These are 9 classes in which you learn about citizenship, quantitative reasoning. This is your math class. You'll learn about critical and analytical thinking. This is an ethics course. You have communication in both writing and oral speech. The second section is in intersections. These are 12 credits that are organized around a specific theme. And finally, after completing all of those, you have an opportunity for a hands-on experiential learning course in which you will apply all of the skills that you have learned and demonstrate mastery of them. To help you along this path, the program directors in each of our programs or the student success coaches have prepared what are called academic roadmaps. Some of you may have already received these. If you haven't, you may be receiving them tonight or at some point in the next week. This roadmap will show you the courses you need to complete and an order in which you should complete your courses in order to graduate as effectively, as efficiently as possible. It includes the number of credits and the minimum grade that you need to earn, as well as any prerequisite courses that you need to complete prior to that course. Now, we understand occasionally you might need to drop out of a class. Occasionally you might fail a class. And so this roadmap may not be stuck in stone. We may need to make alterations for that. And for that reason, we have assigned each of you an academic advisor who will work with you every term to make sure that you are taking the courses you need to, again, to graduate as quickly and as efficiently as possible. I love to take questions from you. I will stay on for a few minutes. If anyone has questions, you can put them into the chat. Otherwise, if you'd like to reach out to me, my email address is my name. It's brantellsworth@centralpenn.edu. And I look forward to meeting many of you next week. Steve, I'll turn the time back over to you.
All right. Thank you, Dr. Ellsworth, for that great overview of general studies. And yes, I do echo, I know that those are the things that employers are seeking, according to the employer surveys from NACE. Next, we are going to give you some important information to help you prepare for your first class. And to do that, we have a dynamic duo. We have Kim Bateman, who is our application support administrator from our IT department, and Dr. Jared Reif, who is our assistant professor of humanities and also our associate provost. So I am going to turn it over to them at this point.
Okay. Hi, I am Kim Bateman, and I am part of the IT department. Let me just get my screen set up here. So the Office of Information Technology is the department that's here to help you with all of your technical needs as you're taking classes. You're welcome to call us during our business hours. You can stop by our offices, which are located on the second floor of Bollinger. And you can also email us anytime at helpdesk@centralpenn.edu. So we're going to spend a little bit of time just taking a look at the one site that we have, my.centralpenn.edu, where you can go to get access to all of the different apps that you'll need for your courses. So to access this applications page, you just go to my.centralpenn.edu and then follow the instructions to log in. If you have any trouble at all getting logged in, just contact the help desk and we'll work through this with you. One of the first things that you'll want to set up is CP Alert. This allows you to receive messages from the college when critical events occur, such as the college campus closing for a snow day, which someone just told me we might have a snow day coming up next Monday, even some snow coming our way. So be sure you get signed up for CP Alert so that you find out if the campus is going to be open. Now, just to tell you a little bit about how that works, even if the campus is not open, we do still hold classes. We just move our classes online and have something called a Blackboard Day. Okay, we're going to take a look at some of the other tiles here that you're going to use most often as you take classes. So as a student, you have access to Microsoft 365 at no charge. This includes apps like Word and PowerPoint that you'll need for your classes. You also have OneDrive, which is cloud storage. So this is a great place to be able to store the files you create for your assignments and your projects. You can access your OneDrive from any device as long as you have an internet connection. You can use Microsoft tools such as Word and PowerPoint from the web. But for some of your classes, you're going to need to install these apps. When you install the apps on your computer, you get much more functionality than from the web versions. So to do that, if you go to the Microsoft 365 tile, you'll see this Install Apps button up in the top right corner. And you can use that to install Microsoft 365 on up to 5 different devices. Remember that this is all free. Also, you can add your school Outlook account. That's your email. You can add that to your phone to make it easy to keep up with any email from the college. Please remember that even though you might have other email accounts that you use, your school email account is what you need to use when communicating with your professors or anyone else at the college. If you try to communicate with a different email address, it might get filtered out. We might not see that. We might not know exactly who it's from. So always be sure that you're using your school email address when you're doing communication related to anything with the college. And any of this that you're working on, if you have questions at all, please just contact the help desk and we'll be glad to help you with any of it. Okay, another tile that you're going to want to use is going to give you access to the student portal. So this is where you'll go to do things like find your class schedule, where you'll register for classes. You can review your midterm and your final course grades here. So this portal is something that you're going to use periodically. There's no need for you to go here and check things frequently, just when you need to do something that's located here. So one of the first things that you're going to want to find here, if you haven't already, is your class schedule. So this is found in the student portal under My Academics over here on the left, and then you'll go to class schedule. And then the best way to find your schedule is to go to this schedule report link. While your schedule does show down here at the bottom, this schedule report is a much easier to read form of your schedule. Also, once you pull it up, you can print it if you'd like a printed version of your schedule. Another tile that you'll use is Blackboard. So this is our learning management system, and it's used for all the classes at the college. This is something that you do want to access at least once a day. So how much Blackboard is going to have within it for each of your classes is going to vary depending on whether your class is online, on ground, or blended. But at minimum, you're going to find the course syllabus, you'll find information about your professor, and you'll also see your grades here. Now, Blackboard courses open 1 week prior to the beginning of the term. So that's actually today. So you should be able to access your classes as of today. And you're going to find information in there, just basic information to try to get you started. Things like who your professor is and what materials you need. You'll also see a syllabus so that you can find out what kinds of things you'll be learning in this class. You won't have access to the actual course modules until the first day of the term, which isn't until next Monday. But for now, go ahead, get into your classes, check out, who your professor is, find out those materials that you need so that you're all ready to go for the first day of the term. Also remember, Blackboard is something that you do want to access frequently. So when you click on the Blackboard tile on the my.centralpenn.edu page, it's going to take you to a page that looks like this. This is called your institution page, and it has some helpful resources. Sometimes it will also have a college-wide announcement that will appear here. But some of the things you want to look for are the Blackboard navigation link, which you'll see right up here. That's going to tell you how to find your way around Blackboard, what these different tabs over here on the left do for you. You also have access to the online bookstore, technical assistance, student services. Some of the services that you'll hear about today from various people, you'll be able to go to this student services link and it will take you to pages where you can find all of that information, and also library resources. Student services, this is also where you can go to find the survival guide, which has tons of really helpful information to get you up and functional as a student at the college. Okay, when you go to the Courses tab in Blackboard, in addition to your regular classes that you'll be taking this term, you should also see Blackboard orientation courses. Now, for this term, you're going to see 2 courses because we're in the midst of transitioning from an older version of Blackboard, an older interface called Blackboard Original, and we're moving to something called Blackboard Ultra. So because of this, we have 2 orientation courses. These are not required. They don't count for credit at all, but they can be very helpful in letting you figure out how to navigate Blackboard. For example, when you go into these, you'll get to find out how to use a discussion board, how to complete an assignment, how to take a test, and you'll get to practice each of those things so that when you do those actual things within a class, you'll already have done them here in the orientation, and it should be much easier for you to do. So you might be wondering, if I have both of these orientations, do I really have to do them both? Well, if you look at your classes, you will be able to tell if the classes you're taking are Ultra or Original Course View. If any of your actual credit courses say Original Course View as part of the listing for the course, then it is an original course. If it doesn't have that, then it is an Ultra course. So that's how you can tell looking at your list of courses what interfaces you'll be using, and that should help you decide which one of, or maybe both of these orientation courses you want to take a look at. Again, remember, these are not for credit. They are totally optional, but I do highly recommend you take the time to complete them. Okay, so there are many things you can do to be successful as a student, and one is to download the Blackboard mobile app from your app store. This is a great way to keep up with what's going on in your classes since you about always have your phone with you. But please don't try to take a course entirely on your phone. You really need a computer to do this. The college does have loaner laptops available through the library. We also have computer labs, including the Night Owl Lab that's open 24/7. So those are some of the places that you can go if you don't have a computer right now and you need to use one. Be sure to log into Blackboard and check your email frequently. That's going to help you be more successful because you'll be on top of what's going on. If your professor includes due dates for the coursework, you can go to the Blackboard calendar, and that will help you keep up with due dates and plan for what you have due when. And always be sure to start work early. Sometimes technology issues happen. We hope that our internet will always work. We hope that our laptop's not going to die, but sometimes these things happen. So think ahead and have a plan. Where would you go if you needed internet access and your internet is out? If your laptop dies, what do you do? Remember that Night Owl Lab. If you're an on-campus student or if you're close enough to the campus, that lab is open 24/7, so you can always get there to get your work done if needed. Also, check your grades frequently, and that helps you stay on track with how you're doing in each of your classes. We have so many people at the college who really want you to be successful, and we would love for you to ask questions and reach out to us if there's anything we can do to help you with that. So stay on track with where you are in your classes, and if you need help, please always reach out and ask. Okay, so we talked about the Blackboard app. We also have a Central Penn app. So the Blackboard app provides you with access to your classes. The Central Penn app is a bit more fun. It's going to help keep you up to date with what's going on at the college and how you can get engaged. So what's next? We're getting a lot of information here. Some of the things that you'll want to do are be sure if you haven't yet, log into my.centralpenn.edu. Be sure you set up that CP alert so that you're going to get notifications about anything major going on the campus. Locate your schedule in the student portal if you haven't done that yet. Also set up your Central Penn email on your phone. That's going to make it so much easier to keep up with what's going on. Download both the Central Penn and the Blackboard apps so that you have those on your phone. And also take the time to download Microsoft 365 on your computer. Check out that Blackboard orientation so that you feel comfortable using Blackboard. And also review the orientation information that you now have available in your classes since they opened today. If you have a class that's an original course view, it's going to look like this, and you'll have an orientation section with Start Here, Professor Information, and Syllabus. If you have an Ultra course, the very first module in the course might be called Start Here or Week 0, and that's where you'll find all that startup information. And as always, just remember that you're not alone. We really are here and we are ready to help you. You'll find contact information for the help desk and for other campus resources on the my.centralpenn.edu page. So please reach out and ask questions. We really are here to help you, and you're not bothering us when you ask questions. We want to be able to do that for you. So best of luck to each of you as you get started this term.
All right. Thank you, Kim Bateman. And now to talk to you a little bit about the library and textbooks, we have Dr. Jared Reif, our associate professor or assistant professor of humanities and associate provost. Dr. Reif.
All right. Thank you, Steve, for that rousing welcome. A happy New Year's Day Eve to all of you. To Dr. Ellsworth, if he's still on the call, a preview to his happy birthday tomorrow. And let's jump in. But first we do, maybe everyone just like do a quick, just roll your shoulders back, take a big deep breath. Here we go. Seth gets it. Thank you, Seth. All right. Let's talk about two important things, and I'll be quick because I want to make sure if we have any questions leading towards the end, that maybe I can get to them a few real quick. First, I want to talk about the library. As someone who's gotten 3 degrees, it was not until my second degree that I took full advantage of using the library and the librarians. I thought libraries where people went to just be quiet and to be shushed by, single old ladies with cats in hair and tight buns and cat eye glasses. The farthest thing from the truth. The library and the librarians at Central Penn are a wealth of both information, knowledge, and application. So the first piece is it is on campus as a physical building, but it is also available to you virtually. In fact, most of the people who come through and need help with our library are people who use the virtual options of communicating and connecting with both our resources and with our library. I should say libraries. We have one library, and we also have like our main library, and we also have a law library on campus. The hours are 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. There you can see on it, and then 1 to 8 on Wednesdays. It is closed Saturday and Sunday, just the physical space, but the virtual options are still open and available to you. It is a wonderful place to go and get help. It's also a wonderful place to go and study. And it's a wonderful place to find more than just books, but you all will learn about that as you begin your experience on campus. So the most important thing, and probably the thing that you're most concerned about, is textbooks. So I'll walk you through a little bit of the process, anticipate maybe some of the questions you might have, and also make sure that you guys are ready. With the semester starting a week away, the bookstore is the perfect time to go and get them right now. And if not, they will have things available starting in our first week, but I'll get more to that in a moment. We partner with Harrisburg Area Community College, or HAC, so you have both an online and a physical bookstore that you can go to. If you order your books from HAC, you have 3 options. You can actually go to HAC's campus, their main campus here in Harrisburg, and you can pick up your books. If you're going to be on campus living, or you're a commuter and you don't want to have your books mailed to you or picked up from HAC, you can have your books delivered to Central Penn. They'll be available at the library during the first week of school. Or, like many things we do in our society now, you can have your books sent to you. But probably the poor Amazon and UPS and USPS drivers might need a little bit of a break. So maybe if you want, be kind to them and just pick your books up at the library or at the bookstore, or make them work and send it to you, whatever you want. If you have any problems with your book ordering process, reach out to the bookstore. I reach out to them directly, and I have both their email and the phone number here on the screen. Now, they're not open today or tomorrow or New Year's Day. So Thursday or Friday will be the day that you'll want to reach out to them because they are closed. If when ordering your books, when the process we're going to go through here in a second, if you don't see your book either because it says it's out of stock, or you want an electronic copy and all they have is physical copies, reach out to them and express your desire to have them. Like most businesses, they don't know what they don't know. So if they have 10 people who want to buy an electronic book or a physical copy, they're not going to know that unless you guys communicate it to them. So let's walk through a little bit of the process itself. There we go. So there are a couple of options for you to buy textbooks, 4 options actually. So the first is that some courses, like a couple of business courses and a few allied health courses, will have the textbook already embedded into the course, and you'll have paid a course textbook fee for that service. So if you've paid that, it should already be in the course itself, and you can access it through your weekly assignments and through your weekly readings. You can also buy an actual physical book if that's how you like to be. As you can see, I enjoy physical books. They're behind me on my bookshelves. Okay. You can buy new, you can buy used, or an option I wish I'd had as an undergraduate is you can rent the book for a term. So if it's a book you think you might see again and again, maybe you want to buy it, either new or used, or if this is a class you're just doing just for this term and not expecting anything to do it, perhaps you can rent it. You can also get ebooks in which you can also buy or rent, which I find incredibly fascinating. And when you do that, you're sent a code and then you're able to access it through a virtual bookshelf. Or for some of you in this class who are in my IDS 101 class this next week, you can have an OER or open educational resource, which is a free textbook that we'll be using. So those are your options. So how do you determine which is which? First thing you want to do is go to the Hack bookstore. You can either enter in the address you see here at the top of the screen, or you can simply Google bookstore.hack.edu or Hack Bookstore. You'll come to this landing page, and on the left-hand side, you'll see there's a little drop-down menu with textbook, where it says buy/rent your textbooks. Clicking on that option will take you to this menu. You'll want to pick the term, which will be Central Penn Winter 2025. And then each of your classes has a 3-letter code and a 3-number code attached to it. So for example, the class I have on the screen here is an English class, and it has the 3-letter code of ENG. The course number is 101, and then each course is given a section number because we often will run more than one class at a time. The class could be online, which means they are designated with Z. Don't ask me why. If it's a daytime class, it is D. And then if it's an evening class, it can be designated with an E. So you'll want to go onto your student portal and determine your schedule and figure out which classes they are. Now, the good thing is that if it's an online class or a daytime class, in 99.99% of the time, they're using the same textbook. So if you buy the online class book and you should have bought the daytime class book or the evening class book, it's not a worry. They're all the same textbook. So don't worry too much about that. Once you go through and add all your books, you'll be able to purchase them and they'll just be added to your cart. So if you've never purchased something online, I want to talk to you because I want to know what you've been doing for the last 20 years that you've never purchased something online. And I want to study you and publish perhaps several books award-winning as to how you've evaded this. If you have, purchased something online, these books will all be added to a cart. If it's your first time doing it, like all good first timers, you'll have to create an account. And then you can choose how you want it to be shipped. You want it to be brought to the library during week 1, or if you want to go pick it up at the bookstore, or you want to have it mailed to your house. When you get to the billing information, enter your Central Penn student ID. If someone else besides you will be picking up the book, just enter that into the kind of comment box when doing it. You can pay by credit card. If you have a gift card, you can do that, or you can use your financial aid. And you'll want to check your Central Penn email because all those communications have been sent out with those textbook vouchers. If you are using your textbook voucher, just select Central Penn as your method for payment. Review the order, place it, and then go ahead and either save the receipt or take a picture of the receipt with your phone or save it to your computer. That is the process. Pretty painless, pretty easy. What most students get caught up on is they look and either their book isn't available or they don't want the book they want. Remember, that's a wonderful opportunity for you to reach out to the bookstore and let them know, hey, I'm wanting my English 101 class and I want an electronic version. If you do run into a bunch of problems, you're always welcome to reach out to me or your faculty in your class, or sometimes even your admissions advisors. Although, it's easier if you just reach out to me. It helps them because they're going to reach out to me anyways. So if you are running into some particular problems, we will have breakout rooms at the end. So I'll be happy to work with you or talk through anything you have. And on that, I will turn it back over to our beloved Steve Hassinger.
Beloved. Wow, I feel so
Indeed.
special. Thank you, Dr. Wright.
You're welcome.
You are getting tons of information thrown at you. It's all important, but just remember, we're all here to help. Our email addresses are typically our first name, last name at centralpenn.edu. So Jared Reif at centralpenn.edu, Steve Hassinger at centralpenn.edu, etc. We are going to move on now to public safety, and you are going to learn a little bit about our public safety department and things like IDs and so forth. So I'm going to turn it over to Marcus Hayward, who is our lead public safety officer. Marcus.
All right. Good evening, everyone. As Steve said, thank you, Steve. As Steve said, my name is Marcus Hayward. I'm the lead public safety officer. The Office of Public Safety and Campus Wellness would like to welcome you to Central Penn College. I just have some things to share with you. Going to attempt to share my screen with you. I hope it works. Okay. Okay. So just some things as an overview. The Office of Public Safety and Campus Wellness at Central Penn College, we strive every day to provide all the students with a safe environment, safe campus environment. Our department is comprised of full-time as well as part-time public safety officers. We have a strong working relationship with East Pennsboro Township Police Department as well as the other emergency first responders. We have a wide range of duties as far as conducting foot patrols, safety escorts, which I'll explain, residential student lockouts, enforcing campus policies and things like that. We are proficient and we have a lot of training that we go through so that we can protect yourselves as well as us. We respond to different emergencies on campus, around the campus. So whenever any type of emergency that we might have, if we have an emergency, if anyone should get sick or anything like that, we are the ones who are going to respond to those things. One of the things that you will be required to have on campus is a college ID, a photo college ID. So you'll have to have that. That's a requirement. If once you get that, and any staff member, faculty, like public safety or any other staff or faculty member ask you for that, you will have to present that. You don't have to give it to them, but you just have to have it on you so that you can present that if it's requested. If you should lose that, if it gets lost, damaged, or stolen or anything like that, there is a $25 fee that will go to your student account, and then you would work with the business office to rectify that. So that is, like I said, that is a requirement to have a student ID. One of the other things, if you are going to be driving and have a vehicle parked on campus and the vehicle is going to be parked in our parking lots, college parking lots, you are required to have a student parking permit. We do have a form here, or you can do it online to complete the form. If you do it online, we'll fill out the form for you. So all you have to do is sign the form when you're done. We will ask you to bring your driver's license and then vehicle registration. We don't make copies of that. We simply use that to verify the information that you provided on your form. Once we do that, we give that back to you, provide you with your ID, let you know where you're able to park on campus and things like that. And then that way you're all set. So that's another thing that you are required to have. And just be mindful, your parking permit must be displayed at all times while you're parking in the parking lot. If you have a motorcycle, the motorcycle, it needs to be registered, but we won't give you a parking pass for it. But it does need to be registered with our office. We have something called a UTIP. So it's an anonymous reporting service used to report any suspicious activities or anything like that. So on the back of your ID, when you get your ID, on the back of it, we'll put a sticker on it with our phone number, and then it'll have a CPU tip information on there. It'll have the phone number to that, and then you'll text that number. You put Central Penn, and then after that, you provide us with the information that you need us to know. So that'll be more information that we can explain to you at the time that we give you your ID, but that'll be information that's on the back of your ID. You have any questions, of course, at that time, you can always let us know what those questions are. We do this as a way to prevent any type of situation from escalating. So we can prevent that. That's better. So the CP alert is also a timely warning and emergency notification. So Central Penn's timely warning and emergency alert system is potential to or ongoing threat of clergy reporting offense. Emergency notifications, a significant emergency or dangerous situation currently occurring on or immediately threatening the campus. Any weather would be something that will come across as for the CP alert. Anything other detrimental that would be considered dangerous or anything like that. So the methods of communication would be a voice or text message, emails. All of those things would have to be set up. Messages on Central Penn's main telephone number and homepage. And then you'd have the website, which is there on the screen, centralpenn.edu. Posts on the college's official social media sites and college TV displays that we have around campus, and then physical postings on campus. You might be some postings that we physically have up around the campus. So those are the different things that that you will have for the CP alert. We have what we call an open door policy. What that means is, as long as we're in the office, you can come in and talk to us about anything that you'd like. It doesn't have to be about rules, regulations, things like that. We want to be able to build a rapport with everyone. So if you came in and said, "Hey, I got an A on my exam," we could, congratulate you, give you a fist pump, high five, stuff like that. If you see us around campus, you can do the same thing. Please do not ever be afraid to approach us, to talk to us. We try to do our best to reach out by saying hello or good morning or good afternoon, whatever the case might be, when we see you. So we'd like you to hopefully to be able to have that comfortability to be able to do the same thing with us. Like I said, we want to be able to break that typical stigma of what public safety or what security is. We don't want you to be afraid when you see us and think, "Oh, who did something wrong?" That's not necessarily always the case. We're doing patrols around the campus just to make sure everyone's safe. So we want you to feel safe. We want you to be safe. We want you to know that we're here to help you whenever you need it. You can come in and talk to us. The only time our doors close is if we're not in the office, and our office, the door has our phone number on it. So you're more than welcome to call that number if you need any type of assistance. We do have safety escorts. The safety escort, we don't ask a bunch of questions. We don't really need to know why unless you want to share with us if there's some kind of concern that we need to know about. But if you want escorted from your vehicle to the building that you're having class, just let us know where you're parked. We can go meet you at your vehicle, escort you to the building that you're having your class in, or vice versa. And we just do that, and that's it. We don't have to ask a bunch of questions. Now, hopefully, if there's something going on, you'll share that with us so that we can look into rectifying the situation for you. But we want you to know that we have that service, the safety escort. We thank you all for your time, and we wish you well at Central Penn College. Thank you all very much.
Thank you, Marcus. I just have a couple of follow-up questions that I saw come through the chat here that I'll direct to you while we have you here. So if you're an online student, is it possible to get an ID mailed to you?
For safety reasons, we prefer not to mail it, because the ID has For a student, the ID has your name on it as well as your date of birth, things like that. I prefer, for safety reasons, not to mail it. We would prefer that you would come on campus and get your ID.
Okay. And the other question was regarding the parking permits. Where do they get those again?
You can come to the public safety office, and quickly here, I'll put in the chat the link for for your ID if you want to do your ID, if you want to do a photo ahead of time, or your parking permit. If you want to do the registration ahead of time, you still have to come here for the permit. But if you want to do that, you can either do it online or you can come here to the office to do it. But I'll include that in the chat.
Wonderful. Okay. Thanks again, Marcus.
You're welcome.
All right. We are running just a few minutes ahead of schedule, and I don't think our next presenter is on yet. So we may just flip-flop here because I know Dr. Wilkinson is with us, and we want to talk to you a little bit about student services support systems and your success coaches. So Dr. Erica Wilkinson is our Associate Vice President of Student Services. Dr. Wilkinson, are you ready to go?
I sure am. Marcus, I just need you to stop sharing your screen, please.
Yeah, I'm trying.
Oh, no worries. Okay. While public safety does that, I'll introduce myself. As Steve said, I'm Dr. Erica Wilkinson. I'm the AVP for Student Services. And I've been back at the college for about a year now. So I am very excited to be here with all of you this evening. I thank you for joining us. And I'm looking forward to seeing all of you on campus or online, depending on the various events that we have. Did anybody see the silly puppy who came to see me a little while ago? Was anybody watching? Toby, come. I have a therapy dog named Toby, and I bring him to campus once a week to see the faculty, staff, and students. And it's my way of bribing students to come visit me in the Learning Hub. So I will tell you more about Toby and all of the great things that we do in the Learning Hub. Toby, come. Nope, he runs back out the door. He doesn't want to be on camera. All right, so I will go over a quick few slides with you because like Steve said, we are ahead of schedule and that is wonderful. But again, I want to make sure we have enough time to be able to cover everything. Okay, can everybody see my slides okay?
We got it.
Okay, all right, let's go from the beginning. There we are. Okay. Student services is all about empowering your success. We are your bridge. We are your support system with academics, financial aid, the business office. We're here to support you when you have questions that you don't know where to go to or how to maybe handle. We can help you with all of that. Our mission is to cultivate a holistic student development. Again, we do co-curricular activities, but we also do fun activities. We have clubs, we have road trips, field trips, various things we do to help develop you as a person. We support and empower students through academic achievement, personal, professional, and civic success. We do a lot of fundraising. We do various speakers and roundtable events talking about various topics that are going on in society. So it's not just all about your classes, but all about developing you as a person and a student. The student success team includes your success coaches, which I think, as somebody mentioned, are typically assigned to you either by your academic major, whether you might be a veteran, whether you might be a student athlete, whether you're part of our PACT program. There are various categories that will put you in. But again, if you check your Central Penn email, you will see an email from your success coach this week. The Learning Hub is also on the second floor of Bollinger, which, if you remember, is where IT was. That's also where your registrar is. That's also where the business office is and financial aid. And at the end of the hall is our career services department where you can also go. So it's a one-stop shop for many of the student services departments that you might need to visit. In the Learning Hub, we have student workers who, like you, are trying to juggle classes and schedule and time management, and have taken many of the same general education courses. So if you ever need help with like your math class or figuring out how to order your book or maybe how to take notes, the student workers in the Learning Hub can help with that. We also have a success coach, Judy, whose office is based in the Learning Hub. So whether she's your success coach or not, she's often there and can help if you have any questions or need any help. Elijah, who kicked off our new student orientation, also oversees our first year experience and our PACT program. Again, those are just more additional support programs we offer for first generation students and other students coming into the college. These kind of things are all shared with you weekly in an email. So please check your Central Penn email every Monday. You will get an email from Elijah from Student Services telling you about what's going on the campus, what different events are coming, the schedule of meal services with the cafeteria. It'll tell you what day of the week Toby's going to be on campus, and you can come visit us in the Learning Hub. So please, again, check your emails often to stay connected with your faculty, other classmates, and administrators here at the college. Student engagement. Again, because we're a small school, we all work really closely together. We have a lot of campus events and activities, and these are not just for our residential students or the commuter students. These are open to all Central Penn students. So even if you are a fully online student, you are always welcome to come to any of the events that we're having on campus. Like Marcus said, you've got your student ID, you're part of the college community, and we encourage you to join. To become part of the Central Penn family. Residence Life also does a lot of specific activities and engagement for the residential students, as well as the clubs and activities that we have. And if you remember when Kim Bateman was showing you the landing page for Blackboard, and we talked about that link for student services, if you go there, you can see all of the clubs and activities that are listed. And how to start a new club. If there was something you were interested in that we don't have, it talks you through the form to fill out if you were interested in starting a new club. We're also really big and supportive of our athletics, and we partner for them with a lot of our student engagement. So not only do we support our athletic teams, right now we're in basketball season, so we're supporting our men and women basketball teams, but we love to go to the baseball games, the soccer games. And then we also have fun activities like wiffle ball tournaments and various activities like those. So again, keep an eye out for your email. Check the Central Penn app. All of these things are always announced and put there. Students' rights and responsibilities. Again, you will have access to your student handbook, which again is accessed on the portal. This is different than the college catalog. The college catalog speaks a little bit more to your academic program and your classes, where the student handbooks talks more about, again, all of student services, your rights and responsibilities, our judicial problem, if there's any grievances, also about Title IX and academic or ADA accommodations that might be needed. So all of this information can be found on that student portal where you click on student services from the landing page in Blackboard. If you go there, you can find information on all of this, or you're welcome to email me as well, Erica, E-R-I-K-A, Wilkinson at centralpenn.edu, and I can help provide you with any information or answer any questions you might have. Continuing on, we also have a campus health center. Again, we will send out the times and days that it is open. Again, it's available for all Central Penn students, whether you're residential, commuter, or online. If you're on campus and need something, you can stop in there. We also have a food pantry. A lot of students may go through periods of food insecurities. It is confidential. There are open times you can stop in to pick up stuff if you need it. And then there's also a form you can fill out requesting what you might like, and we can provide that for you as well. There is a mail room on campus for students to receive packages and mail. We also have a career closet as part of career services. They collect professional wear for people, students who might be going on their first interview or who may have presentations for classes. I ran into a couple students, couple of girl soccer players in there one afternoon. And I said, "What are you looking for?" And she goes, "I have a presentation this afternoon and I really need a jacket." And I said, "That's why the career closet is here." So it's not meant to be a financial burden, and they have various sizes for both men and women. And finally, we also provide online counseling services. Every term, a student has available 4 free online counseling services through M&S EAP. There is an 800 number. Again, it's also in that survival guide that you should have had emailed to you. You can find their information in there. And then you let them simply know that you're with Central Penn College, that you're a student, and that you would like to receive counseling services. They will try to work with you and your insurance company so that there is no financial burden if you try to go on past your 4 sessions. And so we encourage students to use them for a variety of resources, as well as financial or personal struggles or grief that you might be experiencing. Again, it's all confidential. The college gets no information about anything shared with them. So again, I can't say it enough, but let's stay connected. Blackboard is #1 way to stay connected to your faculty, your classmates, to know what's going on. Read your announcements, check your emails. The SharePoint page is the one we referenced as the student services. When you click on that link, it takes you to SharePoint, and that's where a lot of these resources can be found. Your email, again, I know it feels like everybody keeps saying this, but when students often say, "Oh, I didn't know," often because they didn't check their emails. So there's sometimes a correlation there. So try to check your emails frequently. Again, the CPC app is a great way to get some updated information. I've recently seen students buying and selling textbooks there, notifying of different things going on campus. So use all of these resources to stay connected, or email, again, your success coach if you just don't even know where to start sometimes. Okay, so I will stop sharing here. I welcome you to Central Penn. I'm so excited for all of you. If you are on campus, please come up to the Learning Hub. I'm, again, not above bribing you with food, the dog, or whatever it takes to get you in to come and visit. But like the library, it's a great place to come study. We have computers in there to work on, and there's always a lot of support. Faculty spend at least 1 office hour a week in the Learning Hub, and their skill sets are listed. So if you are in the health science programs, let's say you're a PTA and you need help with A&P, well, you know what? One of the Search Tech faculty members can help you with A&P because they're experts in that as well. So all of our faculty, regardless of their programs, all provide their expertise to students to help them, and that information will be available to you. And we do finally have tutoring. So if you want specific one-on-one help with any coursework or something like that, on that SharePoint page, you can go in and find tutoring information. If you feel overwhelmed and you feel like you don't even know where to start and where to go, you've got your survival guide, you've got your success coach. Start there and we'll help get you from where you need to go. Welcome to Central Penn and Happy New Year's, everybody.
Thank you, Dr. Wilkinson. All right, as I said, we are a few minutes ahead of schedule, and I don't see our presenter from PSECU joining us tonight, but I will let you know that as Central Penn students, you all are able to join PSECU if you are looking for a financial institution for a credit union, and you will be hearing information from them through Student Central, the e-newsletter that you will get each week, and through other means around campus. They have a regular presence on campus. So at this point, I think we are ready to move on to some breakout room sessions, and you will have some options there. You will have some required rooms that you need to go to, and then some options. So Elijah, do you want to tell them a little bit about the breakout rooms and what's going to happen here?
Can everybody hear me? All good? Okay, cool. Yeah, so there's gonna be a set of breakout rooms that are gonna actually, you'll see it right about now. Opening them up. But what you're gonna do is you're going to go based on the major that you need to meet with. So for example, if you're business administration, there's a breakout room for business administration, healthcare management, medical assisting, et cetera, et cetera. There's also going to be breakout rooms for engagement and athletics, career services, technology, and textbook help in case you need any, have any questions for those rooms as well. It should be, you should see a spot that says breakout room on the little bar that's on like the bottom of your screen. And from there, you can join the breakout rooms that way. If you need help joining a breakout room, just put it in the chat and I'll try to get you moved appropriately. But yeah, that's how you're going to do that part. Okay. And then I'm going to come into each breakout room and drop the survey that you guys are going to fill out before you guys are completely gone and done for the new student orientation today. All right. So if you need anybody to move you to a room, let me know in the chat and I'll move you there. Okay.
Elijah, is there a success coach room or am I not seeing it? I'm
No, there
always
wasn't.
stuck.
I don't think there was one today. I think we're just gonna flow through the other ones.
So I should
To
just
my
go. I can go. Yeah, I'll go to the LA Health ones, I guess. Then.
Yeah, that works.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'd like to go there too. I don't know. I can't find any option. Usually it comes up with something, but today it isn't.
I know I did. Let me see here. I see PTA and
And
medical coding and billing. I see it. There we go. Okay.
you need to go to the
Find
medical
it.
coding, right, Nikki?
Hmm?
Medical coding, correct?
Right, right. Coding, billing, and
Medical
phlebotomy are
assistant
all mine.
phlebotomy.
Thanks.
Okay. So I'll join that. Okay. Fine. Okay. Sounds good.
Yeah, there you go. She should receive that. All right. Let me see here. Me.
I'm not seeing the breakout rooms.
I'm not seeing them either.
I'm
If you put
moving.
in the chat where you need to go, we can move you, no
Well,
problem.
I was there, but I got kicked out. I
I
see
need
Chris is talking.
medical coding and billing, please.
Oh, billing and coding for
Yeah.
assistants are all the same place where I need to be.
I'm trying to get the
Okay.
list as I see them. Give me a sec here, guys.
Okay. Medical assisting phlebotomy. I see that.
Yeah. Should be all in the same room.
So
Okay.
assisting and phlebotomy are one, and medical billing and coding is another.
But I'm the program director of all three.
That's what I was thinking, but they said there was 2 rooms needed. So why don't we send you over to the medical billing or no, Chris is in medical billing and coding. Let me try and send you, Nikki, to
Okay.
see if I can make it work.
Okay.
Yeah, I got to join.
Elijah, can you hear me? Sorry.
Yes, how can I
Yes,
help you?
yes. It's Emerson Charleston. I'm a returning student. You're probably familiar with me. Um, is the survey gonna is the link for the survey gonna pop up to the chat? Because I don't have any questions for the break room, so I'm good.
You should still attend your break room because the program director that you're with might have some information that they need to share.
Oh, I was
Um,
just at it, and I was just at it, and they told me if I don't have any questions, I'm welcome to leave and wait for the survey.
Give me a sec. I got you. I'll get it. I'll
Okay.
get the link.
Elijah, he's in the IT program.
Okay, copy.
Hey, Megan.
Give me one sec. I got you. I was trying to move people. Hold on.
Nice to see you, Mrs. Megan.
All right.
Always good to hear from you, Emerson.
I didn't realize that's
Thank
who that
you.
was. My bad. Okay. The link should be in the chat for you. Right. So who do
No,
we
I
still
got it. Thank you. Thank you so much.
No problem. All right. So we still got. There you go. Okay. Still trying to work through the last couple here. Let's see. Medical billing. Kelly, are you moving people too? Because I'm sitting, I'm like, where's this person at on the thing?